gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack. 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth from a touch, but crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Throwing to start here is Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Flag, 95.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Black shot. Ready, go.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Shot, 17. Six, 11. Let's go. Charge. Ready.
Here's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Cooper, the man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two, got here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the intercept. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tua going to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Tua. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Up the middle they go with Mostert. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Ready, set. Striker, 3-3.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Cooper will come in motion right. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Pharaoh Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And Chubb will try the middle here. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Chubb running right. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion right is Wilson. On 2nd and 10, Tua. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A final shot before the break. Watson is going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Cooper, the man in motion right. Handoff comes to Chubb, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
On On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they're going deep for Hill. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. In motion right is Wilson. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 45 yards. And the Dolphins have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Browns drive about to get started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion is Grant. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Grant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out, but I don't think there's any worry.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Dolphins have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down. In motion is Grant. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A give. This is Chubb. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. In motion is Grant. From the 35 on second down, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cooper will come in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Pharaoh Brown, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. It's more than a game, no play. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not in it.